Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. 7. When Jen worries about what she said without realizing it. After realizing she was hired at her new firm just because she had powers, Jen started overthinking to herself. This caused her to trail away, not realizing that her boss asked her opinion over something. Jen simply answered that she was agnostic, which her boss surprisingly accepted. However, Jen turned to the camera to say she would definitely keep pondering over what she just responded to. This fourth wall break was entertaining because just about everyone has been in a position where they've said something to face without knowing if it was the right answer or not. Having Jen mention this to the audience added a note of reliability to the show. 6. When Jen learns about Emil Blonsky's prison escape. Another relatable aspect in She-Hulk arrived when Jen had to deal with things falling apart just when they looked to be going her way. After determining that Emil Blonsky had been the ideal inmate and that she had Bruce's blessing to defend him, Jen saw a news report about Blonsky's cage fight with Wong. Jen simply turned to the camera and mentioned that this new development sucked, which is when the episode ended. This succinct fourth wall break was done well since everything Jen was thinking was relayed in simple words. It also served as a good cliffhanger for fans to see resolved the following week. 5. When Jen acknowledges all the cameos in the show. Jen had a lot on her plate when she had to manage Wong's involvement in her defense of Emil Blonsky, although she was quick to note that they weren't the show's real focus. While driving, Jen turned to the camera and claimed that this was still her show despite the cameos. In a moment of self-awareness, Jen then realized that there were an awful lot of cameos, ranging from Bruce, Wong, Blonsky, and more to follow. This was She-Hulk's way of letting viewers know that appearances from other MCU characters were expected, but that Jen wasn't going to be sidelined either. Number 4. When Jen defended herself for making a Tinder profile. Jen was having no luck in the dating scene and decided to create an account under her She-Hulk persona. Since she'd so confidently told viewers that she didn't like going by this persona, Jen knew she would need to break the fourth wall again to explain herself. The protagonist defended her decision by telling audiences that she wasn't proud of what she was doing. She knew it was not the ideal way to meet a person, but the audience understood that she just craved love and companionship. She hoped that would lead to meeting a good date by using She-Hulk as her dating profile, and no one could blame her for wanting just that. Number 3. When Jen acknowledges that everybody loves Wong. Wong is easily among the most likable characters in She-Hulk, which the show itself is aware of. Jen kicked off an episode set to feature Wong by telling audiences he was going to show up. Moreover, she acknowledged that viewers were delighted by this fact. The cleverness of this fourth wall break came from Jen's comment that Wong's appearance would serve as Twitter armor for the show. There have been many vocal reactions about She-Hulk on Twitter, so Jen's remarks served as a wink to viewers that the showrunners knew how they would react. Number 2. When Jen mentions the hot doctor cliche. Jen finally met a man she got along with on her date, who turned out to be a doctor. Unfortunately for her, Arthur was interested in She-Hulk's transformation rather than Jen's usual appearance. Arthur was surprised the next morning when Jen reverted to human form and quickly left. Jen then broke the fourth wall to claim that Arthur was too good to be true anyway since the hot doctor cliche was so played out. Although Jen only said it because she got dumped, it was still a reference to a common trope the show was invoking. Mentioning it meant that the showrunners accepted that they'd gone for a relatively easy form of storytelling and even showed to the extent that such platitude doesn't always work out in reality. Number 1. When Jen assures audiences that the end credits will be fun. Jen might be the smartest character in She-Hulk for the character that she can address to viewers. The credit sequences in She-Hulk have had fun artwork that subtly reveal what happens after an episode's events, with a post-credits scene to follow after she was dumped by Arthur and received news that she's being sued by Tatiana. Jen agreed that things aren't looking good. However, she then looked into the camera and hoped there would be a fun tag, with the intention to assure viewers that the show was still going to be a lot of fun. Jen's fourth wall break also entailed audiences that the developers knew the end credits were something that viewers enjoyed. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.